I was stunned. And, I mean, I know everyone at the table was probably a little surprised. I think we all picked the Chiefs. But I did not. Them losing in that fashion, where they had so many opportunities from the very first play of the game was a sack. All year long, you get Bo Nix in 2nd and 16. The drive's over. Like, I think that's why they dialed up a blitz on first down, like forcing into a quick 3-and-out. But that kind of set the template for what the game was going to be. They gave up a 3rd and long. Later in that drive, they gave up another 3rd and 11. And at the very end of the game, with 2 minutes left, they gave up a 3rd and 15 when they could have gotten the ball back. In the middle of that, the Chiefs' offense sputtered, and Patrick had a terrible pick. They had the ball up 3 in the 4th quarter, went 3-and-out. And then the most devastating part of it all was they got the ball with 4 minutes left tied. And hand to God, when they missed the extra point, or when it got blocked, I said to Deanna, who my youngest daughter was watching, I was like, I don't hate that. I was like, I was like, up 4, the other team, I didn't like it for my bet, -3.5, but up 4, the other team's like in 4-down territory, they've got to go for I was like, but now up 3, it's very likely the scenario is Patrick gets the ball back with a few minutes left in a tie game. And that's exactly what happened. And then they went 3-and-out anyway. And now they're up against it in a very real way. So, yeah, I was shocked by that.
I picked the Chiefs. I bet the Chiefs. I was shocked by it also. And I'm not willing to be as apocalyptic as some and say that, like, the dynasty is over or anything ridiculous like that. I do think the playoffs is a legitimate conversation. Yeah. But the most shocking thing about that game to me was that Bo Nix outplayed Mahomes. And we can talk about specifics of Bo Nix. Mahomes was bad. And I know that Broncos defense is awesome, but like Andy Reid with extra time to prepare in a virtual must-win game, great offensive coach, great offensive talent. They've fixed their offensive line. They've got the receivers. Like, the numbers are one thing, and we should show them just to, like, it's empirical that he was outplayed by Bo Nix. But I didn't recognize Mahomes. Like, the interception that he threw was terrible. And it was, all right, fine, bad decision, unnecessary. You could have gotten a field goal in the moment and been fine. But what about the one that was called off the board?
Yeah.
Like, this is one of the worst throws that I've ever seen Mahomes have, and he is bailed out by a very soft illegal contact penalty there. That should have been a pick 6 the other way, and we're talking about, is that the worst throw of Mahomes' career? And so it just, to me, what was jarring about it is that he's had 3 games this year with a passer rating under 80. I don't know what to point to as the reason. It's not the receiving core. Mm-mm. His guys are out there. It's not the offensive line, and I know there was some injuries in the game. But
no, the offensive line was fine yesterday.
Yeah,
that wasn't the issue.
It was just I didn't recognize number 15 on the Chiefs.
All right, if that's your reaction, then you clearly haven't been paying close enough attention. And if you're genuinely stunned that Bo Nix managed to outperform Patrick Mahomes on the field, then once again, it signals a gap in your observation. Let's be clear. This is a performance Bo Nix has delivered on several occasions now. Before we proceed any further, I've got some compelling data to share with you. To all the Denver Broncos supporters out there, a quick but crucial request. Please hit that subscribe button and make sure you watch this video from start to finish. It is, without a single doubt, the most powerful way you can contribute to this channel's expansion. That support is what allows me to continue producing the highest caliber Denver Broncos analysis available. When you commit to watching the full video, the impact is immediate. The view count skyrockets, the subscriber numbers surge, and it fundamentally positions us for long-term success, establishing a strong and respected presence in the competitive landscape of sports commentary. Now, let's dive into the compelling part. I'm going to present a side-by-side comparison of Patrick Mahomes and Bo Nix using a selection of sophisticated statistical metrics. First, let's examine their average depth of target. The figure is nearly the same, 7.9 for one, 8.0 for the other. For all practical purposes, they are identical in this regard. Yet, Patrick Mahomes, as expected, has accumulated more total passing yards, and he's done so while appearing in one fewer game, 1,356 yards compared to Knicks's 1,294. But here is the most pivotal point of all, especially considering the pervasive narrative about Bo Nix's supposed inaccuracy. Let's look at on-target percentage. His rate is 68.2%. For Patrick Mahomes, it's 64.7%. That gives you something to think about, doesn't it? Now, which quarterback has been under duress more frequently? This brings us to pressure percentage. This is where the analysis becomes truly fascinating. Bo Nix has faced pressure on 123 dropbacks. Patrick Mahomes has faced it on 132. There's this pervasive idea that Bo Nix operates from a fortress, protected by an impenetrable offensive line, granting him limitless time to execute. The numbers, however, suggest a different story. Nix is pressured on 32% of his passing attempts. Mahomes is pressured on 36%. That's a difference of 4 percentage points. It's a discernible gap, certainly, and we can see it translates to a difference of 9 instances when looking at the rate per dropback. The raw totals are naturally affected by the unequal number of games played, but this next statistic is arguably the most revealing of all. Bo Nix has suffered 26 dropped passes. Let me be explicit. These are failures attributed directly to the receivers. These are not passes that were slightly off target and could have been thrown better. The criterion is simple. Did the pass catcher get his hands on a football that was catchable? The answer 26 times was yes, but he failed to secure it. A staggering 9.9% of Bo Nix's pass attempts have been dropped by his receivers. Patrick Mahomes has had 14 passes dropped, which equates to a rate of just 5.7%. Nix is facing nearly double the rate of drops. This is an enormous, a monumental discrepancy. It's absolutely wild when you consider the implications. It's a truly extraordinary figure that becomes more impactful the more you reflect on it. So let's synthesize this information. Bo Nix has thrown 18 touchdown passes. Patrick Mahomes has also thrown 18. Nix has a completion percentage of 61.2%. Mahomes stands at 64.5%. However, when we incorporate the dropped passes into the calculation, the picture shifts dramatically. Patrick Mahomes' adjusted completion percentage climbs to 74.4%. Bo Nix's adjusted percentage rises to an even higher 75.4%. Furthermore, Bo Nix possesses a higher PFF offensive grade than Patrick Mahomes, 74.0 compared to 72.3. His passer rating is also superior, 72.2 versus Mahomes' 67.4. You might recall a previous discussion where I argued that Bo Nix was performing at a higher level than Baker Mayfield. This data reinforces that claim as well. Comparing Nix to Mayfield, 2,004 yards to 2,365, 18 touchdowns to 17. Virtually every point I'm making about Nix in relation to Mahomes can also be applied to the comparison with Mayfield, just so we are perfectly clear on that. Let's continue the statistical examination. Who has made more big-time throws? Nix leads with 21 compared to Mayfield's 17 and Mahomes' 20. Who has been responsible for fewer turnover-worthy plays? Again, it's Bo Nix with 12, while Mayfield has 17 and Mahomes has 16. Who has the marginally deeper average depth of target? It's Nix, or they are essentially equal, depending on which specific calculation you reference. Who has the highest adjusted completion percentage? Nix. Who has endured the most dropped passes? Nix. Who manages pressure more effectively, evidenced by a superior pressure-to-sack rate? Bo Nix, at 9.8%, compared to Mayfield's 14.4% and Mahomes' 15.2%. So, I have to say, after reviewing all of this evidence, the conclusion seems rather straightforward to me. Those are my perspectives, and I am genuinely eager to hear your own. What are your thoughts on Bo Nix outplaying Patrick Mahomes? Was that the most surprising aspect of the matchup for you? Are you astonished? Are you amazed by these revelations? Certainly, we can and should give immense credit to the Denver Broncos' defense. They were phenomenal. But let's also acknowledge that the Kansas City Chiefs field a tremendous defense of their own. Let's not operate under the pretense that the Chiefs are lacking on that side of the ball. I want to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. I read every single one, without exception. Whether you find yourself in agreement with me or you couldn't disagree more, let's get some conversation started. Let's have some spirited debates. Ultimately, let's all enjoy the process of breaking down the game we love. And please, do consider subscribing to the channel. We are in the process of building a phenomenal community here, and I would absolutely love to have you as a part of it. My vision is to create something we all feel genuinely connected to, a place we're truly excited and proud to be involved with. I believe we are firmly on the path to achieving that. Also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it genuinely enhances its visibility within the platform's algorithm. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in the next one.